morning. It's Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Matrix Money Time. The podcast is now live. I have Financial Failure with me and also have Crypto Coin Mindset. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Morning.
Doing good.
So interesting day. A lot happened over the last week with CZ and Bitcoin in Argentina, and we'll probably touch all these topics. How was your Black Friday and Cyber Monday? That's my first question. Anybody get any GPUs, any deals, anything at all?
No on you, Crypto Coin Mindset. I know for myself, I got some of those KS0 PSUs, basically.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, like the laptop chargers. So I haven't received my KS0 Pros yet, but I did go on Amazon and get a couple of those. So that's about it.
How many Pros did you pick up?
Do I have to admit this on this?
Okay, that's confidential.
No, that's fine. No, I bought 4. So
you bought 4. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I bought 4. Yeah. I'm crazy.
Okay, I bought 1, but
Nice.
I bought 1, and now I regretted it as soon as I thought. I'm like, it worked out the first time. Is it going to work out the second time? I got shipping notification. I don't know if you did. So it left China. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to get here.
Oh, nice.
But it left, and hopefully I'll get it. It took about almost 2 weeks last time. I'm hoping I'm going to get it sometime soon. So my garage is getting cooler. So I want to heat that up, throw more beasts in there. So I got this today. It's I'm running the ETC MC nodes. And they require PCs to set up. So Dell had a deal with their refurbished PCs. And they have this. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. This is the Optiplex 77 Ultra. And it's thin. And it's.
I'm going to make you full screen so people can see that. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll show you this. This is a refurbished model. It's really thin. It has just like power, Ethernet, and USB on the back, and USB-C over here. And I think it's designed to be mounted on the back of a monitor. But they were selling these for $160. It's
nice.
an i5. It has 16 gigs of RAM, 512 SSD. I mean, it's a beast for the price, and it's perfect for running one of those nodes. And I am now in the project to have 2 nodes going, and I get 3 and 4 going soon too.
There you go. That sounds awesome,
nice.
Actually.
Yeah,
nice.
But that's it. I didn't. My wife's too expensive. I didn't find any deals. Her stuff doesn't go on sale. So that's about all the Black Friday shopping I did.
Got a question there, FF.
Oh, you coming around on Caspa? So I guess this is in regards to my latest video where I kind of like FUD Caspa. How can I start this? Yeah, I know it's crazy. So I was actually, if you watched the full video of it, I was actually one of the first to get the KS0. So it's not that I don't like Caspa. I'm going to mine it. I'm going to hodl my Caspa for the most part. I may sell here and there once I reach specific target levels for the Caspa. But I just wanted to be honest about, Caspa and the overhypeness that I hear from it from other YouTubers, and other people. I just feel like talking about it being fast and solving some trilemma or something like that isn't grounds for it being, something that should keep its price action high.
Yeah, it's also not new either.
Exactly. It's nothing new here. I mean, I hear people saying, well, it's proof of work DAG. Well, we have other DAG coins, right? So it's not like just because you add proof of work to DAG doesn't really do much in regards to it being something crazy. So again, I got a lot of slack on that, so I'll let you guys.
No, I'm part of the problem because I put a lot of hype behind Caspa because it's very rare for me to make money in crypto, and this is one of the few projects it's one of the few projects that's actually been working out pretty well for me. So I've been buying and holding, and it's just exciting because especially in this market, something that's actually producing a decent amount of return. is kind of rare. So I can't contain it. I do overhype it myself, but it's just honesty. It's just how I feel, right?
Yeah, and let's be real. Like, unless you sell it to like fiat or like something like BTC, are you really actually making anything? So
yes,
So
I have a small bag on ZegX where I am flipping some of it. Like I have everything I've mined, I've kept aside. But in order for me to do exactly what you're talking about, taking some profit, I have a bag that I'm just in and out. And I'm playing the market a little bit just because there's crazy peaks, right? These peaks are insane. Might as well take advantage of it. Yeah. So
I put this up for you, FF.
Oh man, we're never gonna get to our topics, man.
I know. It just keeps coming in over here.
It's all good. It's all good, Chris. I appreciate the question. So, don't all mine cryptos have DAG? So DAG is different. So this is, I think what you may be referring to is like the DAG file that's required to like mine ETH hash algorithmic coins, like how Ethereum used to be, or what other coins have DAG files. I think Raven has a DAG file as well, even though I don't think it's ETH hash, but most ETH hash algorithms have a DAG file, but that's totally different. DAG in this sense is a directed acyclic graph, and it's how the chain, even though they don't necessarily call it a blockchain, it's called a DAG, is basically processing the transactions into like different. I would say, like, think of blockchain as being like a straight line, and then think of like the directed acyclic graph being like multiple straight lines, like parallel lines. So you're able to settle on like essentially a different chain. You don't have to wait necessarily on the previous transaction. I may be explaining this incorrectly because I studied DAG a long time ago, back in like 2018 with IOTA, which is why I say this is not new.
I was gonna say that's the one that made it popular, I believe.
But you can look this stuff up. You can fact check me with that. But Chris, DAG, when it comes to mining and then having the DAG file that needs to be processed for like Ethereum proof of work versus like DAG, the flip side of these sort of IOTA, Nano is also a DAG, Caspa, two totally different things. But again, DYOR, do your own research, and that's my answer to that. Any more questions? Any more questions? No problem.
All right. How about we jump in and we'll try and reserve the questions for later.
Yeah, I'll get my screen over here.
All right.
1 second.
Take your time.
There we go. This is kind of a big deal right now. Maybe you guys want to talk about this. This is the president of Argentina ditching the central bank. I thought this was very interesting. This is an interesting test to see what actually happens globally and how the markets react to this. There's a lot of talk about possible Bitcoin adoption happening over there. We know the neighboring country, El Salvador, is already in the market, already using Bitcoin daily in transactions. And with them getting rid of their central bank, adopting the US dollar, I don't know if it's that great of an idea, but I mean, it's a step forward and to trying different things. I know he's very aggressive in trying new ideas and getting rid of bureaucracy and everything else. So it's interesting to see what's happening in Argentina right now. What do you guys think about this? Do you think there's a possibility of Bitcoin playing a role? I know, Keith, you had talked about ADA also being a possibility down there.
Well, I was trying to find that. I heard that Charles was trying to reach out to him. Charles Hoskinson was trying to reach out to Milei to talk Cardano down in Argentina, but I was unable to find that reference this morning, so I apologize for that. But I really do believe that we're going to have a block down in that area of the world that's going to be a Bitcoin block, and I think it's going to be part of what helps to bolster the Bitcoin adoption. My 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. Globalizing it and it's seeing it taking form in government and countries as a whole it's nice to see. What do we got
Yeah.
there? We'll dollarize the economy later.
And then later maybe use.
Yeah.
It makes sense to use the US dollar right now. It's still the world reserve currency. It's easy to get your hands on dollars. I mean, that makes sense. It's the, of all the fiat currencies, it's the best of the worst. I guess if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also thought, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and you can use it on with crypto, right? Because do you guys follow What Bitcoin Did, the podcast?
No, I missed that.
You should. He
Okay.
interviews, Peter McCormick interviews some great people, very smart people. And he was talking about his recent trip, I thought he said, to Argentina. And when he went there, you've got people already setting up their own economy using USDT on Tron. Tron, I'm no fan of Justin Sun, but Tron is literally the cheapest network to get USDT, so that they've got an entire economy already building around that. So it would only make sense to, I guess, move in this direction.
Yeah, USDT, I know there's a lot of issues with it. Pretty much all the Canadian exchanges have dumped it. They're only using USDC now. I don't know the background about it. There's some conspiracy stuff I read, but yeah, that angle I don't know too much about it. But it's going in a positive path now. Argentina, I read, also holds 10% of the US dollar in cash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have quite 10 at one point, and I believe that was recently. Because it's being used so often there for transactions because their dollar doesn't have very much value. There was some kind of arbitrage that was happening when people are taking out loans in Argentinian dollar. And over time, that loan cost will actually drop down and they get paid off using US dollars. They're playing the markets that way. So I believe that might be one of the reasons why it might be popular down there.
I have a question for you, Jar. Is this 10% of the US reserves of dollar, or is this just 10% of their
actual cash? Hard cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
still a big number.
Impressive amount of money. Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. How about you, FF? Sorry, we're just sitting here dominating.
No, I mean, no, you please dominate this because I have absolutely no clue what's going on in the world right now. As most people who join into, our podcast or our live, we're probably all stressed out with work. I know me personally, I am. So unfortunately, I did not know about this news. So I'm learning it on the fly as you all talk about it. And I do think that it's very interesting to have this happening again, almost, because we saw it with El Salvador somewhat, but then now to see it with, Argentina, I think it's great news. It's kind of unfortunate for the banks, but as
and the IMF
for a bank,
so
who cares?
Yeah, I don't think people care too much about the banks that much.
Yeah. Amen. And if you believe the rumors that are going around, you're talking, there are supposedly other neighboring countries that are going to kind of join this Bitcoin block, if you would, soon. So again, I don't want to be pushing rumors, but if those are the rumors coming out and about.
Yeah, like El Salvador doing it as a proof of concept as a nation is interesting because that just plays into the neighboring countries. Like it might happen with El Salvador. There's a lot of other South American countries that could jump on board. And then other countries like in Africa and maybe Greece, for example, where their dollar has already plummeted to almost no value at all. This could be just a nice pivot. It's a good option. It's an attractive option just to bring stability to some of these countries. So I just want to see where this goes. I'm watching it.
You mentioned Africa. If I'm trying to remember the stat I read, I think it's something like 10% of all Bitcoin transactions under $1,000 happen in Africa.
Yeah, I know
something
Nigeria
like that.
is leading. Yeah, there's
that's
quite
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit, right? There's a lot of practical use happening over there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, to touch on the African thing, I guess some further doxing of myself, but my mother was no, not was. I mean, she's deceased. That's why I say was. But she's Liberian. So, and I've been to Liberia, and we use what's known as Liberty dollars or Liberties. If you know history of Liberia, it's basically a free slave state from the United States. But that Liberty dollar is like worth nothing over there, and it keeps going down. And I have family members that are looking into cryptocurrency because their dollar value is just plummeting over there.
Sure.
So, crypto is definitely a great alternative to countries within Africa. Just wanted to point that out.
No, that makes it, and it also levels the playing field. If it's a global currency that everyone's using, the transaction is fair and it's equal. So it just goes along with the use case behind crypto. So yeah, it's all positive stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't realize about Binance being huge in Argentina, but I mean, I guess that makes sense, right?
Yeah. If they're heading the market with USDT. Yeah, and what's happening with CZ is also interesting too.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about that, we can transition there for a hot minute there.
Yeah, you can go ahead and lead that one.
Well, I mean, again, I think this was all. Again, I put it out a whole live stream trying to connect the dots with what's going on from the FUD from the DOJ against CZ and Binance and what they're paying, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, when you take that and compare it to the actual money laundering and fines that banks in the United States alone have incurred, that $4 billion is a literal drop in a bucket. And who benefits from all this FUD with Binance and CZ?
Yeah.
My opinion.
When you say a drop in the bucket, because like the numbers I'm not familiar with the numbers, but 4.3 billion definitely sounds like a lot of cash. Like transaction wise, is that like some kind of monthly cost that they pull in, or
no, that was the fine they paid to the DOJ, but the like banks, when they get caught doing illegal things and laundering money, they get fined. And most of their fines, I mean, I'm not prepared to like pull up the actual numbers here right this second, but I mean, we're talking their fines are in double and triple digits billion for what they're doing. I mean, because think about it. At the end of the day, I love how, these politicians like Elizabeth Warren sit there and talk about, oh, crypto, bad because, terrorists and money laundering and blah, blah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, more of that crap goes through the US dollar than any cryptocurrency. Put all the damn cryptocurrencies together. The US dollar by far is where most of that crap happens.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, and it isn't even close. It's not even.
There's no transaction trail for those ones, right?
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, so that's where I think this was all kind of a show with regard to CZ and Binance, and it was all to, I don't know, clear a path for whatever reason. I think because who benefits, in my opinion, again, go check out my live stream. This is just me. I think it's Coinbase and obviously the ETF applicants, and probably BlackRock in particular, who benefit from what just happened. And now it's like, okay, ETF time, because all these ETF applicants are using Coinbase as their help me, what's it called? I'm on a brain cramp right now.
On-ramp?
No, the ones that monitor for the price and the fraud. And I'm sorry, I'm having a brain cramp right now. But anyway, they're all using Coinbase for that. And so again, who benefits? And I don't know. Follow the money, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Follow the money. So my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of it is not just opinion; it's kind of true. I say this as somebody who works for a bank currently, and I've worked in the compliance area of the bank for a little bit, which was way out of my comfort zone, which is why I moved back to a technical role. But while I worked in compliance at this bank, won't say what the bank is, we had to review some case studies of other banks and how much, they had to pay in fines because of money laundering mistakes, as they called them, because they didn't have the right compliance in place. And that number that you pulled out, where it's like multiple billion, it's true. And a lot of this is still happening currently. It happens, almost on a monthly basis, I feel like, when it comes to these fines, and you don't hear about it. So
exactly, there it is right there. Yes.
The fact of you saying, that this is for show, it definitely is for show, because if we really wanted to talk about how many times it happens with multiple different banks, it's a lot.
And I love that you have
numbers are outrageous.
Well, and here's the thing: does anybody ever go to jail from any bank? Absolutely not. But yet they're threatening CZ with jail time, right?
Yeah.
I like that you have a background in this. Do they sort of build in the fines into the cost? Because that would be my assumption. The cost of doing business.
Yes, actually, the bank that I work for, yes, we do build that into the cost, I guess, or so like for like a service providing, I won't say what service providing we're offering, because it is cryptocurrency based. Even though it is public knowledge, it will like further dox my butt. But we do build that into the cost when I worked on the compliance, and that's the purpose of those case studies, because we needed to see how much other banks were paying because of their accidental money laundering that happened through them. So
accidental role in money laundering.
Okay. So that's all baked in, guys.
Wow. Yeah, because like I've worked with a lot of different businesses, and like just for IT, when you're deploying a technician to a site, they have to park somewhere, and maybe it's a busy street downtown. So there's going to be parking tickets and fines that come into it. So it's actually built into the cost of doing business and that. This is just an uglier picture of how banks operate and building in money laundering into their costs. So
yeah. How sad is that, right?
Yeah.
Fines. We're gonna get fined. I get it. I get it. Awesome. I appreciate you like putting that out. I know, the doxing thing, but I appreciate your insight with that. Seriously though, I mean, it's one thing for somebody like me who I don't work for a bank. I just follow the news headlines and the stuff that gets put out, and I put two and two together because I'd like to think I have some kind of a brain. But you got someone here who's on the inside, if you would, basically saying, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Perspective's everything, for sure.
So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's keep the other chats on Telegram.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. I know FF only has like a few minutes left. Do you want to just quickly look over the markets and see what's going on over there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you going to bring that up, or you need me to do it?
Yeah, I think I have a screen here. Give me a moment.
Yeah, let me I'm put you back up on the screen here. Oh, wait, it disappeared.
Yeah. I'm moving things around. Here we go. All right. That one's up now.
All right. There we go.
Let's pull this one up over here. So, top 10 hasn't changed very much. A lot more green than it was last week, right? I know Bitcoin had touched 38,000, which is nice to see. Ethereum's been flatlined around $2,000. BNB has dropped a little bit. XRP, pretty much everything else is where it was a week ago. So, a lot of leveling the playing field right now with the markets. Dogecoin, I think, stayed steady as well. I'm still mining that. And FF, anything you got to say about any of these cryptos that you're mining right now?
So I'm still mining Lithium. I think that's a great coin to be GPU mining right now. I'm also GPU mining. I'm just going to say it. It's not really a secret anymore because a lot of my other miner friends have been talking about it on their live streams. But it's a coin called Demi. So the hash rate on that coin is pretty low. So you're able to mine a decent amount of it. So just spec mining that coin right now. And then another obvious coin that I'm mining because it's colder and it's Capal algorithm, and we know those run a little bit hot, is Neoxa. So I got back into Neoxa pretty hard, which which has been pretty great. I mean, if you look at the price action of Neoxa, I think yesterday or 2 days ago when I was looking at it, it was up. It looks like it's down now, but it was up a decent amount.
Went over 5 cents.
Yeah,
Hasn't done that
that's
in a while.
about it in regards to like GPU mining. And then the obvious is Caspa, but we won't talk about
that. Why not?
Speaking of mining, I finally got into ETC POW. Crypto Bros had mentioned that a couple podcasts ago. I was looking into it for a while. I'm finally in it. I got 2 nodes up and running. Going to get 3 and 4 going soon. Nice. I picked up that PC that I showed you. These are the nodes. I don't think you find that to be qualified as mining, but they're out there. For GPU mining, I saw a 3060 Ti. I didn't pull the trigger on it. The prices really didn't drop much during Black Friday. Maybe it went down like $30-$40, but it wasn't anything significant to make you want to jump on it. Eventually, I got to get a mining rig going though.
Yeah, at least for the content.
Yeah, at least for the content.
Yeah.
Make sure there's lights on it. And yeah. Mostly everything I'm doing right now is just for the content. So yeah. And Keith, what do you got going on for your DCA this week too? Got any buys?
Tomorrow, yeah. Last Friday on Crypto on the Rocks, it was Cardano and HBAR were the 2 that got voted as the DCA for this week. So tomorrow I'll be DCAing into those. And yeah, so and then we'll be voting again this coming Friday night, 7 p.m.
All right, good stuff.
Nice. I'll try to make it this time. I'll try to make it.
Hey, I get it.
So darn busy.
Kids, man, kids.
Kids and work. Speaking of, I got to join this meeting before I get in trouble again.
Yeah, no more getting in trouble.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up then.
Yeah, you guys can continue, but yeah, this was great. And yeah, guys, I gotta bounce, but put an F in the chat. Check out our podcast. I don't know, Jar, if you want to, subscribe to this channel and also check out the podcast. I think Jar, you set it up on Spotify and like Apple Music, right?
Yeah, Spotify is already up.
Apple, iTunes, I don't know, but check us out.
Got a little bit of lag there. But yeah, it's being broadcast on all the platforms. Yeah, it hasn't been synced yet. Oh, lots of Fs. There you go.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, look at there you go. They're just coming in fast and furious.
Sadie.
All right.
And Chris. TV,
let me bounce, guys. Appreciate it all.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I guess we'll just wrap it up then, right? Because
yeah, we can absolutely. Do you have anything else you want to tell everybody about before we wrap up?
Just I'm going to be releasing a video either later today or tomorrow on Sonaris. It's a DJ node. Sonaris is trying to do what Spotify did with the music industry and streaming music, but they're trying to decentralize it, and they have a Web3 platform. And they also have an app out. It's really big in Asia. They have about 250,000 users right now. They're growing at a decent pace. Hasn't hit globally yet, and I think they're trying to branch out into North America right now.
I was going to say I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, I know it's very, very new. It's pre-sale right now. There are no projects are on pre-sale. They signed a deal with SoundCloud to branch over a lot of the music, so it gets exposure to artists, and users also can interact better with more talent. That's interesting. I'm diving into it right now. I don't know a lot about it. Extremely high risk. Like when you're talking about going up against Spotify, who's like the biggest player in the world right now, I don't know how successful you'll be, but at least they're trying, and I like people that are trying different things. So it's a new outlook on it.
If you ask me, it all depends on the model. I mean, I don't know anything about this, but I'm assuming it's decentralized, and I'm going to assume even if there is some kind of fees, it may be more of a usage fee versus you got to pay a recurring fee kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, and it's
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's on the BNB chain, so the fees are fairly low. So it just encourages more use and more transactions, right? So
exactly. I don't know if you want to tackle that or not.
Best CPU for CPU mining. No, I don't CPU mine, so I don't have any comment on CPU mining. I don't even have enough PCs with decent CPUs to get involved with that. I know the Ryzens are really popular, but yeah, I didn't pick up any.
Okay. All right. No worries. I just thought I'd throw it out there because if anybody's going to have an opinion, it's going to be you, not me.
Oh.
So
no, I think FF is definitely the best on any type of
I would agree. So you're going to have to go and watch his next live stream and jump in there and ask him.
Absolutely. What do you have going on this week? You got a few streams happening?
Yeah. So tomorrow I have my live stream 10 a.m. I'm actually bouncing back and forth between two different topics to cover. So I'd love to say exactly what it is, but I haven't flipped the coin yet to decide. So it's still pending. And then Thursday, my video's dropping about how to mine not how to mine. You guys talking about mining, got me in the mining mode. How to stake your H bar. So that's hitting Thursday. And then, of course, Friday night, 7 p.m. I'd love to have everybody that's here right now joining me for Crypto on the Rocks. Bring your favorite beverage. Let's talk crypto. You can come on and talk crypto, or you can do it right through the chat, whatever works for you.
Yeah, good times.
So
yeah,
that's what's coming up for me.
I'm definitely looking forward to the H bar video because I have some and I wanted to stake it. Just finding the right platform is a little bit tricky over here. So is it a decentralized platform that you're going to use, or is it centralized?
It's using the Hashpack wallet, and that's a hot wallet. That's the one. If I had to say there's a drawback to, that's the drawback. I'm not a fan of hot wallets. It is a non-custodial wallet, which is the only reason I even bothered to do the video. Because there was another player that I was originally going to use, but I think I mentioned in another live stream where we were talking about this that excuse me, there was all kinds of issues with regard to they're trying to be compliant with everything. So I always use Brave browser, and I had to put the shields down in order to even access their website. And then I was using a VPN because I'm sorry, this is my information, not anybody else's. And next thing you know, I'm getting blocked because I'm using a VPN. And it's just like, no, enough. You know what I'm saying?
So, a lot more to the story. Okay, so I'll be watching out for that one. That's
so I found this, and so it's working, and I'm going to do a follow-up to show exactly what the rewards look like after a month, that kind of thing. Right now, it's about a 2.5%, if my memory serves, APY. And the way I look at it is like super. It was just going to sit in a wall and do nothing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. If you're holding it, that anything I'm holding, 100%, I'm looking for staking options. At least it's going to grow if you're just going to keep it there. So yeah, absolutely. You can't drink alcohol.
Listen, Chris, you don't have to bring alcohol. Some of us just need it by the end of the week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I usually need a drink.
That's all I'm saying. With Boeing. Okay, I'm assuming because when you stake your H bar, you have to, it's a delegated proof of stake kind of thing. So you have to put it with one of the staking help me pools, the governing council. All the members of the governing council for H bar run a node, and Boeing is one of those.
Okay,
that's good.
I didn't know that.
Whoops.
Inside.
Italian, exactly. I'm glad somebody caught that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so you know what I was saying there. All right, there you go. I don't drink too big. Yeah. Again, water, if that's what you want. I don't care. Whatever you want to drink.
I would love to.
Water. Love to have everybody. Like I said, just some of us. Don't worry, I'm medicated.
He's medicated. All right. Just find your vice, whatever that is.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So that's it for me.
Great chat.
All right, wrapping it.
That's it. I guess that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining. Subscribe. It's a new channel. Hit the like button, all that good stuff, and we appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. All right. Have a great rest of your week, everybody, and we'll see you next Tuesday, 10 a.m.
Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Later.